today I wanted to talk about how to monetize your apps. And so one of the ways which I think is easiest if you're getting started to build an audience is to use ads in your apps. So the reason that's quite a good way to get started is you automatically get people who don't have a commitment when they're downloading your app. They get to try it, see if they like it, and if it's good, you'll have good retention on your users. Whereas if you offer a paid app, which is another alternative for monetizing your app, people have to give some money out initially to say, hey, this app looks like it's going to solve a particular problem for me. And if they then don't like the app, they're sort of a bit unhappy and you won't build yours. It's sort of easier to build a user base if you've got ads instead of a paid app. Having said that, I have found that if you're on the Apple Store, users are a lot more willing to pay for apps. I think that's probably because there's a lot less apps out there compared to the Google Play Store, where it's a lot more competitive. And I think that a lot of that comes down to the licensing costs and Apple's stringent review process. Another way you can make money from your apps is in-app purchases. So say you have a game, you might have some coins that allow you to upgrade your weapon or your car or whatever you have in your game. And if you offer in-app purchases, users who start the game and get invested will then be able to choose if they want to spend money to further themselves in the game. So it's quite a good way of getting people on board. You might still have ads in there, like reward ads. You could have reward ads to give coins and stuff like that, but you'll be able to get people buying if they can't be bothered watching ads or they want to get ahead of their friends faster, stuff like that. So in-app purchases are quite good. Another thing which is quite beneficial if you've got a service-based app, so maybe you've got say a note-taking app or something like that, and it's really good and people really like it. If they're going to be using it regularly, then you might want to offer a subscription. So they might pay monthly and then you'll be getting an ongoing revenue, and it's quite good because often once people are subscribed to something, even if their usage kind of drops off a bit, they tend to not unsubscribe for a while because we're just a bit lazy sometimes. I do it all the time, but yeah, so that's why subscriptions can be quite useful. Getting quite popular these days and is gaining popularity and may even get you some exposure to different users is if you include NFTs in your app. So basically a good thing about NFTs is if you create them, people can buy them, and like there could be different weapons in the games, different characters, and it's built off blockchain technology and is crypto based, so it's quite trendy at the moment. One good thing about them is once you've created them, you can create royalties from them. So you can specify that you want to earn royalties when people on-sell them. And so you can keep getting money coming in even though you may have sold this item once. Other users might be selling on to other users. So that's a good way to get some ongoing income as well and sort of some more exposure for your app. If you're just launching a new game, it can be quite beneficial. So I wanted to dive a bit deeper into NFTs because they're a real opportunity that I see. OpenSea is one of the bigger NFT sites, and you can see I'm scrolling down and seeing multiple collections here. This one says it's a sci-fi collectible card game with NFTs. So I'm just going to open that further. And I've also found this other one which is selling Minecraft compatible worlds for about $3,500. So you can imagine you sell a few of those, they might take quite a lot of effort to create, but create one of those and sell them and you're actually doing quite well financially. So these are Minecraft compatible. There's also quite high volume of these cards that are traded. So yeah, if you include some sort of NFTs in your app, it's a great way to get some more exposure on your app and also to make some extra money. Yeah, so I really recommend doing this if you have the time. Say you've got something in your app, say you've got like a building app where users will come and do odd jobs of building, like maybe fix a tap or something like that. Then it might be beneficial for you to partner because you've got a particular sort of audience that is like into DIY. Then it might be useful to partner with someone like a tool company or a Home Depot or something like that. Then you can sort of get very targeted ads and you can sort of negotiate with them one-on-one about what you want out of the relationship. But that's a little bit less common than if you just wanted to put on Google ads. And another final way you can make money selling your code, which isn't something I do a lot, but sometimes I'll repurpose some of my apps, is you can white label your apps. So say someone likes the app that you've made and they have an app that requires similar logic, but they just want it to look a bit different, do maybe something slightly differently. They might offer to buy your code, or you might offer to white label it for them. And then you're basically writing the code once with maybe some minimal changes, and you're getting paid by someone to hand over the code. So that can be quite a good way to get some extra money as well. I hope you found this video useful, and if you did, please like and subscribe.